Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to day three. Day three of our look at our favorite guitar teams in rock history. That's right. We're all month long. We're going to be each and every day talking about some of those guitar duos, or in some cases, guitar trios that went out and made some incredible music together. Perhaps two or three red hot lead players all working superbly together, or maybe one fantastic lead player and one kick-ass rhythm player, right? But the most important thing is they worked as a team, created some great music. So today we're going to go all the way to Germany, and I apologize if my voice is not 100% today, because we had Sea of Tranquility Fall Fest this past weekend, and a lot of talking, a lot of laughing, a lot of shouting all weekend long. So I'm like kind of running on fumes today, but it was a load of fun and really great to meet everybody and listen to and watch some great kick-ass music. So just fantastic time. Great to meet so many people. So anyway, back to business. So today, like I said, we're going to Germany. This was hard because I really wanted to include this band, and I could talk about both guitar teams here, but I think I'm going to talk about the one. It may not be my ultimate favorite guitar team from this band, but this is the one that's lasted the longest, and this is the one that really made this band. I'm talking about Matthias Jabs and Rudolf Schenker of the Scorpions, of course, of Scorpions. Sorry, not the Scorpions, of Scorpions. Of course, they made their first impact together on the Love Drive album. So this is the album where Matthias gets asked to join the band to replace Uli Roth. Of course, Uli is my favorite guitar player that, was Schenker. Michael Schenker is actually my favorite guitar player who was ever in the Scorpions. But Uli and Rudolf, cannot be understated. I do want to mention them here. They're not going to get their own slot here on this month, but the Uli albums are my favorite Scorpions albums, right? However, to me, I think the best and most long-standing guitar team is, which kind of goes against what I said on the Rolling Stones show yesterday, right? Even though, Ron and Keith is the longest-running team in the Stones, I actually picked the Mick Taylor Keith team. I'm going to kind of go against the grain here today. My favorite albums, weird, I probably shouldn't be doing that, but hey, whatever. Uli and Rudolf produced my favorite albums. However, I think the greatest long-standing team who also produced lots of kick-ass albums is Matthias and Rudolf. And again, it all kind of started, like I said, with Love Drive, although we do have Michael also appearing on this album. But this was basically the introduction to Matthias, and there they are together, right? There's Matthias hanging out in the back, right? There's Rudolf right there. Great stuff on here. You got Loving You Sunday Morning, Another Piece of Meat, Coast to Coast, Can't Get Enough, I Can't Get Enough, Love Drive, you got Holiday, all these great songs. And then it's just the two of them on Animal Magnetism. So here, another fantastic album, Make It Real, so great. Lady Starlight, The Zoo, title track, great songs on here. However, it really was with this album where I think Matthias fully came out of his, I don't want to say came out of his shell, because he's tremendous on these other two albums, but I think as a lead player, where he truly was, okay, I'm the guy in this band. That happened here. He proved to be such a fluid lead player on this album. I think Rudolf, as the tremendous rhythm guitar player, really came into his own on this album as well. Because, kind of hard for him on the Uli albums, right? Because Uli is such a force of nature. And those Uli albums, I don't think are the great riff fests as much as some of these albums are. They're great for what they are. They have tremendous lead guitar, some cool licks and riffs and things, but as a true 80s Euro metal band, the riffs are just everywhere on this album. The solos are screaming. The fills are everywhere. I mean, this to me is an album of a guitar team that is working so well together and gelling together with great production, great songs. I mean, the title track, Can't Live Without You, No One Like You. I remember the first time I heard No One Like You on the radio. I'm like, holy smokes, listen to those riffs, listen to the lead guitar, listen to that chorus. Just tremendous song. Now Dynamite, Arizona, China White, When the Smoke is Going Down, one banger after another. Just a really tremendous album that saw this team, really gelling. And then, again, I got to go back to Matthias. I think on this album became the man. Completely the man. It was already there on Blackout, but I think his lead playing is so tasty, fluid, and shreddy on this album. I mean, just listen to Rock You Like a Hurricane. Listen to those amazing leads all throughout that song. Rudolph's sledgehammer riffing on that. Bad Boys Running Wild, another example. You got the Coming Home, Big City Nights, got great hits, great melodic guitar work. Crossfire, Still Loving You, right? And then there you have Rudolph doing a little solo. It's nothing much to write home about, but it's very tasty and melodic, and it fits the song. But I mean, this is the album I think. These two albums specifically is where the guitar team of Rudolph and Matthias really, really took off. Really took off. And as much as I talk about Tokyo Tapes as being one of my favorite live albums of the late 70s. I mean, Worldwide Live is one of the great live albums of the 80s, right? I mean, this is just absolutely tremendous. This is like a greatest hits of Scorpions from this time period. And again, Matthias just truly shines. He always looked like a rock star, a guitar hero. He just had that look. Still does. And then just to show you that they're still doing it today, I mean, Rock Believer came out this year. Probably one of the finest Scorpions albums in, 20 years, 30 years? Probably 30 years for me. And these guys are still doing it. They're still doing it. There they are. He's can't be seen without that guitar, right? And then there's the Flying V right there. The Explorer and the Flying V. Lots and lots of great guitar work on this album as well. So yeah, I mean, you can't talk about 70s and 80s and 90s and modern day metal, heavy metal, hard rock, heavy metal without talking about Scorpions, without talking about Matthias and Rudolph. And again, I do want to give a nod to Uli. Uli and Rudolph, like I said, they're not going to get their own separate episode, but that era is my favorite era of Scorpions as far as like the albums go, and I just love Uli to death. But I think the best guitar team, right? Talking about team, guys that work so well together and know that each one knows each other's roles so well and they perform it expertly. That's the team who had produced this and all those albums I showed you. Matthias Jabs and Rudolph Schenker. That's my pick for today. Scorpions. Let us know what you think of this guitar team down in the comments below, as well as your pick for day 3. We're going to continue on each and every day here in the month of October. Brr, it's cold out this morning. It's like fall is here, man. We went from like summer one day to like cold fall, like in the span of like a week. It seems like just yesterday we had temperatures in the upper 80s, close to 90. It was like the last 2 weeks. And now it's just like, boop, high 50s. How you doing? So anyway, do want to mention this awesome new shirt that our merch guy David has put together for us. So if you, it's just amazing. The cool, we're going to call this the snake shirt or the serpent. My wife called it a serpent shirt. So if you want to get your colorful, awesome Sea of Tranquility serpent shirt, the link is down below. Go check it out. I saw tons of people wearing Sea of Tranquility gear at SOT Fest, which was great to see. So go check it out. Link is below. Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. All together, all the damn time. Stay tuned. Tonight, we've got, of course, the Hudson Valley Squares. It's Monday night, so we all got together on Saturday, did our thing on stage. Now we're back on Zoom once again for our regularly scheduled programming tonight. So stay tuned for that and another great guitar team coming up at you tomorrow. So till then, I am Pete Pardo. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.